transaction. We have Chris Skinner here, who is one of the Innotribe leaders for the crowdsourcing lab. So tell me, Chris, how did it go the last 2 days?
Okay, Joe. We've had 2 sessions now of Innotribe, and where we've got to is the first session brainstorming a range of ideas around how to use the wisdom of crowds, and that's what crowdsourcing is all about. As in, there's a lot of knowledge out there that's being shared in social media, social networks. Is there any way in financial communities that we could tap into that and find a way of using it? And of all the ideas that we came up with, this one was the one that we've decided to run with, in that we believe that there's a lot of financial information out there that people use to vet risk and vet customers. So you've got the base bank account information that we supplement with information from other banks and from credit rating agencies to get a view of an individual or of a business. But now, if you're employing someone, you would actually look at their Facebook profile, for example, and see whether they're a good employee potential. And if there's lots of swearing or something in there, you may say, well, I'll give this person a pass. And what we're saying in financial services, we should be able to do the same by taking the context that PayPal, eBay, LinkedIn, Facebook, blogs, Twitter and other social media services provide to understand more about the behavioural and moral hazards and attitudes of the risks of customers, both corporate and individual personal customers, and then be able to use that to build, as a bank, a trust passport or trust wallet that effectively shows people the total picture of how individuals and companies behave, not just from their financial rating but from their social rating as well. And what that ends up doing is solving a lot of issues. For example, you may have people who don't have a credit record, so you could use their social rating to see if these people are viable, trustworthy people based on their social rating, and that might increase your lending portfolio by 10% as a bank. Or if you're doing P2P lending or P2P payments, one of the big challenges is, can you trust the person to pay you back? Particularly if you've never met them before. Well, now potentially this bank offered trust passport would give you that understanding. Finally, as a business, you might be based in the US and you want to do business in China, or you might be in China and you want to do business in Europe, and you can now go in with your letter of credit. But instead of being a letter of credit based on just financial transactions, it's your worthiness as a total picture of your behaviour, your hazards, your risks, as a context of how you're socially reviewed as well as how you're financially reviewed. So we believe as a banking community that's going to be potentially quite a big opportunity. Certainly in terms of, there's a chargeable capability for this in terms of payments for every time someone views the trust passport of that individual or that company. And that's where we've got to.
Okay, and how do you see the role of SWIFT in this very exciting idea?
Overall, to be determined, but the obvious thought is that SWIFT at the moment provide the transports and the connections between banks to transact financial risk and profile. So therefore SWIFT could build the additional analytics, APIs and the wiki capabilities, the mashup capabilities to bring in all this rich social media knowledge and the analyzers that go around that. For example, to analyze every Facebook or Twitter status update as to whether it's a positive or negative about that individual or that company on an automated fashion, and then provide that as the trust passport to the banking community to then offer to their customers. So SWIFT becomes the network of social context transfers as well as financial messaging.
Thank you very much. I hope you're going to be pitching the idea Thursday to the buyers panel. What do you think? Yours is the best?
Of course.
You're going to win. Okay, good luck then.
Thank you.